So, Jerry, what are we doing here at the hotel still?
We are waiting. I am drinking. Now I'm done drinking.
Okay. So, tell us about the trip to Chicago. What all did we do the whole 1.5 days we were here?
Well, aside from setting up the green screen in the background, I mean, no, we were actually here. No, we really were here all day.
Every
and,
day. Well, every day that we were here.
Every day for, how many days?
Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah. And, busy, a lot of walking,
Yeah,
a lot of,
it's a bustling town. You get right off the train, and you get bustled out. They put you in like a little tube, pretty much, because all of Chicago, I don't know if anyone realizes this, but Chicago's broken, and they're trying to fix it. And they're doing construction, and they're out there with their little hammers, and their little hard hats, and stuff, and they're just, hammering away with Chicago stuff.
Yeah, we went to a park and like some people were riding around on their little
Segways.
Segways.
Mm-hmm.
Which I really wanted one. I envied them because I was really tired of walking by the day's end, plans end, day's end, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was saying how that whole park, which was really beautiful, is just going to be like demolished,
and they're gonna put ice rink, and they're gonna put parking and all sorts of stuff in there.
And it's just gonna, a lot of it's just gonna be like more roads for the highways. And I'm like, that poor little squirrel that we found, and that poor little rabbit. Yeah, the starving little rabbit. They don't care about it. They're just gonna build their highways and
their byways, and
just makes me sad.
And we saw what they call Cloud Gate.
It's the bean.
Well, he thinks it's called the Bean. Everyone calls it the Bean. We saw some merchandise that says the Bean. We asked some girls at the souvenir shop, what do you guys call it? And they were like, well, it's commonly known.
Technically, it's called the what?
The Cloud Gate. That's
Cloud
what
Gate.
That's what the
But
artist.
everybody calls it the Bean.
Yeah, but it's Cloud Gate. That's what it is.
Okay, agree to disagree.
And then we went to the big fountain, which is also called Buckingham Fountain, which is like the real name of it, but I don't mind calling it the big fountain.
It's a big fountain.
Yeah, it was big. It was the same fountain that was in the opener to Married with Children.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, you gotta watch that now.
I mean, I saw the show, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, next time you see the show, you'll know. Yes.
The more you know.
What else did we see? We went to
the pier. That was sweet.
Oh yeah, we went to the pier. It took a while to walk. I thought it was like a really short river trail because you could see the Navy Pier from that big old fountain. So we were like, oh, it's just right across the way there. A little bit of walking. Well, it turned out to be a lot of walking, and got a little bit lost, and kind of had to go up into a structure and across the street. It was very convoluted.
We curved. We were like up against the edge of the sidewalk of the pier, like the whole time, looking at the boats and stuff. And then I don't know if we thought there was like a bridge. There was a bridge there, but there wasn't a bridge. Like there's a little corner right here, and there wasn't a bridge connecting to the pier over there that has like the Ferris wheel and other stuff over there. Like
we finally make it
places and stores, but there's a bridge like just right to the left of that. It goes through all the industrial areas of Chicago. It's really cool, and we found that finally after a lot of walking, and it was really neat. It was awesome.
And
I loved it.
And tell them about the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel is pretty tall. You can see like every, I don't know. I don't know if you can see every building, but you can see
a lot of the big ones.
You can see like everywhere around Chicago, like the whole surrounding area, everywhere, like way into the sea, that direction.
The lake, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Ferris wheel was sponsored by McDonald's.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like we saw the McDonald's logo like faded out, like they just chipped the McDonald's logo right off the side of the Ferris wheel there.
It's probably been there for a while.
And yeah, I didn't know that. I trust McDonald's with my burgers and fries, but now I had to trust them with my lives, and What do you know?
You're still
Everything
alive.
worked out. And
I think you can trust him with more than your life now.
can I trust him to keep me healthy?
Sure, trust him with your healthcare system.
McDonald's for president.
And then we finally came back to the Travelodge where we're staying on Harrison, and we got a little sidetracked on the road. We got off, we're like, "Whoa, where's Harrison? Whoa." We're on Polk Road or some junk, and so we went the other way, around a couple blocks, and we ran into some hipsters, and they're like, I don't know where Harrison is. And then
Harrison's probably that way.
Which it did turn out to be that way.
yeah, and we talked to a security guard. Man, he was really nice, and he's like, well, it's about 5 or 6 blocks that way, which he was right, but it was a short 5 or 6 blocks. And we found it, and we're here now. They have Dunkin' Donuts and a Subway across the street, pretty much open 24/7. And that was great. We had some Subway. I had some shake. We sat outside, and we had a nice little pleasant time. And then, we were about ready to go, and you should just always leave 5 minutes beforehand, because or else a bomb is gonna come.
Either a bomb or a bum is gonna go off in your general
I like
area.
to say bomb, bomby bomb.
Well, either one.
Either one.
They're both pretty common. We'll go off in your general area if you don't, leave 5 minutes before you think you should leave. You're just kind of sitting there chilling. A bum or a bomb will go off in your general direction, which is not pleasant for anybody. So, I mean,
Well, it's
I'm
pleasant
not,
for
I'm
the
not
bomb.
saying anything bad
Again.
about Richard Dennison from Flesh Freak or anything.
Yeah.
But bums in real life who ask for money and then ask for more money afterwards are not really my kind of pleasant people.
They're awkward, but God bless him for being a bum. Somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to take his occupation of not having an occupation. Someone's got to have, I don't know.
And then the next day, we went to Chinatown, which technically is tomorrow, but let's just pretend like it already happened. So we went to Chinatown.
Are we gonna cut that?
No, this is all live.
Okay, so we're pretending like this already happened. Going to Chicago.
Chinatown.
Yeah, Chinatown.
Chicago Chinatown.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. It was the so-called beautiful
It was
China.
so-called beautiful. It didn't have to click its heels and go anywhere because it was already beautiful.
It was already beautiful. I just, of course I love Chinatown. It was very ethnically cultured. And then we took the little subway train, and we got back without a hitch, back to our train station, and we hopped a train, and we head back to East Lansing, where we are right now, probably. Or maybe not. We're probably not even there. We're probably home. But anyway. But yeah, that was our good trip. We like the buildings. They're very fancy and, dancy. And we like the culture of Chicago. The people seem pretty nice.
Very funky, very fresh.
Yeah, and it's on the water, so that's cool.
Graffiti on every single wall.
That's not true.
Every single wall. No,
That's-
not really. But it's very welcomed.
Yeah. I welcome the graffiti. It has a lot of urban sprawl and then some urban decay, which I love. So that's cool.
What an decaying industrious age we live in.
Yeah, Chicago's full of it. Okay, some complaints about Chicago.
Bums.
Bums. Okay, my turn. Narrow sidewalks.
Yeah, like super busy. Like sometimes people just jaywalk like all the time.
Yeah, they have no manners for. At least in LA, they respected the little walking man.
Yeah, it's
Here
kind of
they
like
don't.
the it's kind of like the ant rule. If a couple ants are doing it, the other ants like follow, and it just depends on how heavy traffic is, I guess. And then sometimes people like walk up and cars are like pulling in and they're already in the middle of a four-way, and people are still walking. They get right in front of them,
Yeah.
almost causing all kinds of traffic accidents. But
It's messed up.
Who cares? It's Chicago.
Right.
Anarchy rules in Chicago, I guess.
I blame Miss O'Leary's cow. But it's a very industrious age. a very sparkling city by the sea or lake.
I like it, but
I like it too. I would come back.
it's chaotic.
I would recommend places that we didn't go, like the Institute of Art. Seems like a good place to go. Shed Aquarium. Go there if you like fish. I would recommend the places that we did go, like Navy Pier. Just make sure. It looks like if you think that it's just like a small, like little pier, you're wrong. It's quite a large pier, and it's like Coney Island or something. It's quite a big little place.
But buy your drinks in the city because they're more expensive. I think, unless they're more expensive in the city too.
Well, yeah, well.
I know for a fact they're at least $2 for like any drink on that pier. So
yeah, well, that's not the hugest deal, but yeah, just keep that in mind. When you're there, you're paying for convenience, but whatever, it's not a big deal. They had yacht clubs there though, that was cool. Seeing a bunch of hoity-toities taking a boat ride. What else? We saw the go to the cultural
gift
center.
shops and
Oh well, yeah. On the Navy Pier, they had gift shops. They have like fountains and junk too, and flags and views to be happy about. It's good to go take the family. They have children dancing in the middle of like this the food court area. Just kids dancing nonstop, like for 4 hours a day, pretty much.
was it really that long?
Well, I don't know, but they seem like 4 hours a day. And that's that. The cultural center, that's good. We like that. It was very random and weird at times. Sometimes you'd walk into a room and it'd have like just these strange paintings of like people dressed up in curtains. And then you'd walk down another and then it'd be like these old photographs, these old historical photographs of like the museum and stuff.
Some of them were just really big empty rooms with like amazing like designs on the walls and on the ceiling and stuff.
Immaculate architecture.
Yeah.
They had students in there sketching, like these crazy dome ceilings and stuff, and these ornate like wall designs and stuff with like Egyptian gibberish written on it. It was really cool.
Yeah, and one of my favorites was these couple of paintings that had like they're like people that were like animals. They kind of look like murals, sort of, but like they were more realistic looking, like pictures, but like pictures that are put together over top of other pictures, like pictures of people who were birds or birds who were people or something. Really abstract and really expressionist or whatever you call it, but really cool. I thought it really stood out to me.
Yeah, that was one of the better ones. They had some other ones where they had this exhibit called "I Want to Be Ordinary," where they kind of profiled ordinary people. Like they had these two guys and they put them in plaster molds and put them in like electro art and stuff, and they put them in like abstract art, and they did like every kind of like art modification to these guys and put them on display, and it was really weird. And then they had these fish in like a weird kind of crinkle up can, and the security lady asked us if we wanted to see the fish, and we're like, okay, and she showed it to us, and then she's like, come on out, fishies, it's not Sunday, they're not gonna be fishing for y'all.
Seems odd because we weren't even able to take pictures in that exhibit, so why would we be able to fish the fish from
the exhibit itself? So it seemed very odd.
It wasn't a conventional aquarium either. It was just like a metal, like very
mash of like this.
Yeah, like,
it
was no conventional shape whatsoever. Just a bunch of jagged edges like linked together to make this kind of look like a leaf shape almost.
Yeah.
But, and then had like pointless gaps in between, as if it were a maze for the fish. Like, don't go this way. Like, what way does it matter for a fish where you go?
Fishes are dumb.
I didn't really think they needed to put all that effort into a fish like habitat, but okay.
Yeah.
If that's art, then that's cool, I
That's
guess.
art, yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we experienced. I can't say too much. I wish we had more time. We could have experienced more. We probably could have done a little bit more cool things. I wanted to interact with the people more one-on-one, I guess, but that didn't really happen. We got to know a few local characters, a few local flavors, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. Chicago, is a good place to go. A good place to hang out.
Yep. I kind of wish I'd been able to swim in the lake or something, or do something at the lake, because the lake is very beautiful.
Yeah, so, it is. It's better than
and lots of yachts there just make you want to take a yacht out there.
Right,
sometime.
Right. If you think that Lake Michigan is good from the Michigan side, you're fooling yourself, because Lake Michigan is so much better on the Illinois side. Yep. So that was our trip to Chicago. As you know, we came here to promote Super Hive Productions. That's what it's all about. Giving back to the community. As of right now, the community just consists of us two, and we're giving back to ourselves by taking a little trip. We deserve this, so you should all clap for us. Come on, let's get a stirring round of applause for the two of us going here. But no, seriously, just watch our movies. If you enjoy them, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, that's fine. Please like the videos, leave us comments, all that stuff. We really do appreciate every little bit of cool, input that we get, or any kind of fandom that we receive. It's a little bit overwhelming at times. Sometimes to think that there's somebody out there that cares about what we do, or someone out there that's like, I'm watching Flesh Freak 2 today, or isn't that funny when Dr. Schwelling said this, or isn't that funny when the Sleaze King said that, or did this, and it's just it's overwhelming a bit. It's really almost breathtaking, just the response that we get from these movies, and that's why we do it. We like to entertain people. We like to make people happy, and it's not even really about money or anything like that, and I like to...
It's just good experiences.
Yeah, and I like to see, it's been so much fun working with people like Chris Mitchell, and Nick Hustlebus, and Isaiah Maurer, and Trey Graves, and Vicky Carter, and...
Michael Flores.
To
time,
and
other people we haven't mentioned, but we've worked with before.
There's been a lot of people that we worked with before, and it's been really fun, and these people feel like it's been a lot of fun for them too, and they just I feel like it's an experience that I hope that it expands, to more movies, more projects, and more people can be a part of, and that more people can take away from it. And I hope to get involved with other people to do more creative things, and I hope it can just be just lots of fun for everybody. And I hope that as the years go by, we can show off other people's creative input, creative talents, because I know that there's a lot of creative people out there, either people that make films or make music or draw or whatever, and I hate to see any of that go to waste. So I think in the future maybe we could have more of a whole expo out, a whole collection of different experiences in this expo, different points of view, and because it's not always just about us. We like to show off other people's talents as well, and I think that is a good goal going forward.
Good speech, Coach.
Good speech. Well, I know, but I mean, I don't want to draw it out or be too sympathetic or too wimpy, but it's just it's just how I feel, Yeah, round of applause. So if that came off babbling, I'm sorry, but I just want everyone to know just how much we appreciate any kind of fandom, any kind of attention that we get, because we're both starving for attention. And well, maybe I should speak for myself. But I just want to thank everyone for watching our movies. Thank you for watching this expo. Thank you for paying attention to this video. I'm sure it's going to be really long, uncut, unedited, all on YouTube, all for free, all for you, all the time. YouTube.com/.
Super high.
Super High Productions.
All the time.
All the time.
Every day.
Every day.
All the time.
All the time.